Hey guys, I was going to do my mirror video right now while I'm still thinking about it. um, what got me thinking about this is, I'll sit out by myself a lot because just the way it is. And but it came into my head. I started thinking about the Truman Show when Jim Carrey was looking into that mirror, and them guys were behind there, and they were all worried about it because they thought that he seen them. So I know how they always put everything out there on TV in front of everybody. I mean, all the truth they slam right in our faces. So it came to me that I should do some research on mirrors in the spirit realm to see what I could find out. And you know, the same exactly what my thought was. It came to me in my head that when I did the research on it, mirrors are, I guess, all the folklore, and there's a whole bunch of information on this stuff. But they're like the pathway of least resistance into our realm, because they're actually a different. That's how the demons and stuff can enter so easily, because it's harder for them to manifest, I guess, if they don't have a mirror to come through. Even in China, come to find out, they cover all their mirrors because they say bad things come out of them. So over here in the West, we don't know a lot of this stuff, but they know about spirits and the spirit world for a long time over there. Anyways, so I was researching that, and then because I always have to check it back with the. Well, I I had a thought that they were watching us through the mirrors on. It was like, you see the two-way mirror with the cop line up. They're watching the people behind there and they can't see them. Well, I think that's the same way that it works with the spirit realm in the mirrors that we have, and I'll show you why now. This is what I was getting at. So I'm gonna move you. Now I try to back stuff up with the Bible, because if I can't back it up with the Bible, then I don't really research into it any farther. So, but now I don't know a lot about. I'm not one of these big Bible scholars, which I know a lot of you guys are out there. But this is how what I found with researching mirrors with the Bible. So, Apostle Paul wrote this. So it's Corinthians 13:12, and okay, this is the way, because he was always thinking in the spirit mind, and so, for now we see through a glass darkly. Okay, and that right there is, I did research on the history of mirrors, and back in the days when Jesus and the Apostle Paul and everybody was here, the mirrors were real low quality, and it just looked like, you were looking through a glass darkly. They used to call it a looking glass. And so he's talking about the looking through a mirror, because all the other Bibles, they say mirror. And so we just think of a mirror like we know it today. But this, looking through glass darkly, is because that's what they were doing. Okay? So he's talking about that. For now, we see through a glass darkly, which is then. But then, which is now, we see in a mirror face to face. Now I know in part, which was then, but then, which is now, shall I know even also as I am known. So that's telling me that the mirror, there's a lot of spiritual stuff that goes on with the mirror, if you guys do. And you look at it, all of it on TV. Snow White and the Seven, mirror, mirror on the wall. And in my research too, it said mirrors can trap spirits. So I started thinking about breaking a mirror, 7 years bad luck and all that, but trapping spirits in a mirror, and that's the only way they can get out is if it's broken. So I'm older than probably some of you guys, but back in the 80s, I'm 44. So back in the 80s, Superman, one of the Supermans, I'm not sure, 1, 2, or 3. I don't think it wasn't 1, probably 3. That you seen hurling through space was this mirror with the 3 villains that were in there, all dressed in black, that came to Earth, and then Superman had to fight the thing. But how they got out of that mirror is an asteroid hit it and it broke the mirror and it let the spirits out, and then they came to Earth. Okay, so that's one, and then the Truman Show, and then you got the mirror in the Matrix, you got the mirror in Constantine, and the demon scene when he traps the demon in the mirror. I mean, it goes on and on and on. It really, look at all the haunted horror shows that have the haunted mirror in them. Because people say that, they get old mirrors and they come with curses and stuff attached to them. So this is what I was getting at with the mirrors. And so with like the gazing balls that you have out in your yard, that could be, if this is all the way it is, it could be a whole 360-degree view. I mean, I'm sure they love that when you put them in your yard. But just over here with mirrors, I mean, you got to have them in your car, or you get tickets. You got your mirrored sunglasses, so they'll probably be able to see everything you're looking at through the spirit realm. So, it's just something to think about. I'd really like for some of you guys that know a lot about the Bible, a lot more than me, to let me know if you think that I'm deciphering this right, because it seems it all kind of ties together and it makes sense to me. So, thanks and God bless.